GT Racing. We are on day 2 of the Nations Cup. We will start off in about 20 minutes with the playoff. And the playoff will be raced in Spain on the circuit of Catalonia, Barcelona. So, well, we are gonna watch how this track is gonna look like first, and after that we'll be talking you through to what's gonna happen tonight, as we still have 4 rounds to go. Like I said, we will start off with the playoff here in Spain. And first of all, we're gonna have a small track guide. So I'll shut up for a moment.
Well, it's a pleasure to have you join us here at the Circuit de Barcelona, Catalonia, as we proceed through to race day to see just who will claim victory at the Spanish Grand Prix. The Circuit de Barcelona, Catalonia then, a high-speed 2.89-mile circuit which demands an efficient downforce package and bravery on the part of the driver, especially through the blind right of turn 9, which we might just see taken flat this weekend. Anthony Davidson joins me once again in the commentary box, and it's fantastic to have you with us here today, but I'm curious, as a man with experience out on the track, how do you stop those pre-race nerves from becoming overwhelming when you're lining up on... Let's run you through the driver...
Right, so that's about the track today of the first race. So the first race will be a playoff between the 3 teams who ended up in 3rd position in their group. So how is it going to work? We will be having 3 teams who can all line up 5 drivers each. So we should be having 15 drivers on the grid, unless one of the teams has a driver that is unable to drive today. And it's actually very simple. We start off with a 1-shot qualification. 1 lap if you and the quickest guy starts up front, but if you invalidate your lap, you start last. No points will be gained there. However, in the race, it's 25%, so a pit stop is mandatory unless it rains. We use the normal F1 system. So the driver from the team that finishes in 1st position gets 25 points for his team. The driver that finishes in 2nd gets 18 points up until the normal classification for P10, who gets 1 point plus 1 bonus point for the driver fastest lap if he finishes in 10th, within the top 10, and he has to finish. So if you don't finish, you're not getting points, and to be classified as a finisher, you need to have driven 90% of the race distance. So from the 3 teams, the drivers that score the most points, 2 of them, not 1, 2 of them will advance to the quarterfinals. So, who do we have on the grid? Now, we start off with Spain and South Africa. They end up in 3rd position in Group A. And the team of Spain and South Africa, it's a combined team. It's, well, 2 of our Spanish friends, Xavi and Femropi, and of course we'll be having the big man, Headless King, and the return on track from Dan Glebels. I don't want to say they're the favorites for this, but they still have a good chance. I mean, especially both Spanish drivers are very experienced, and well, they managed to hold their own in Divisions 2. Xavi even in Division 1, while the South African drivers, the big man Headless King and Dan Glebels, usually have trouble finishing races at all in their Division 3. So not the big favorites, but the big favorites in this playoff is of course Austria. Austria were actually the group favorites, but still somehow only managed to get one win in the group. That was against the team of Arabia, but had an upset loss against Finland in the first race, and then in the last race lost to England 1, which is also a very good team. To losing to them is no shame. However, they were missing a few drivers. They're a 7-man team. You can line up 5, but they were missing. Your big legendary driver Simsky Danger, and if I'm informed correctly, he is there tonight on the grid. So that's a big help for them. Uchiha Bruma, who was there yesterday and got a lot of points for them, unfortunately isn't available tonight. Bruma, we will be thinking of you. But of course, the team is led by no one else than Black Mama 17. We will be having Boss Mods. And if I'm correct, Florian is returning too after being unavailable yesterday. Not sure if Men Like Donkey is driving. But if he isn't, we will still have BV Baldy. Baldy is probably the slowest driver of the team, but still managed to get some good points in yesterday. And in a format like this, each point counts. We've seen that in one of the matches where, for example, Arabia was racing Finland, and they were beaten by 1 point because on the last lap of the race, 2 drivers from Arabia ran out of fuel, and they got overtaken with just 1 corner to go, lost the match, and are out of the tournament. So once again, each point will count, and that will be even more so with more than 2 teams on the grid. And the third team from tonight is actually, I'm a bit surprised they're in the playoffs. Because frankly, they beaten the Germans, who I rate a bit higher. But the Germans were a bit unlucky. And finally, an English team that beats a German team. Doesn't happen every day. So, who's racing for England too? That's Jalapeno Pepper. We have Brand 2408. Probably they're the quickest driver. ASC. New driver. Evil Master. And we have Well Done Josh. So, yeah, on paper, Brand and Evil Master are quite quick. Jalapeno and Well Done Josh are a bit slower, but yeah, still decent drivers. But yeah, I would be actually surprised if they managed to get through, because from the 3 teams on the grid tonight, 2 teams will advance. So, and if they advance, let me walk you through that as well. Let's say Austria, who's the favorites for this playoff, will win this round. They score the most points of the 3 teams, then they'll be named Q1. Q1 as in qualifier 1. They would face, in the quarterfinal, they would face Eastern Europe. And Eastern Europe is a team that now, today, is, I think, stronger than yesterday, because they have Peter Vol, aka Peter Paul, back on the grid. They have Stravoulis, they have Haas, they have Nojak, no problem, and they have Kiko from Slovakia. So it's a very, very strong team. And no team will have an easy match against them. So that's it. That's when you win the playoff. If you're second in the playoff, you'll have to face the England 1 team. So, and the England 1 team, that is the team led by Nel Boy, or must we say Nel Bottas these days, after his Hungary start. Anyway, of course, we have Enz, we have Waza, we have Gunnar, and we all know Ibeni, aka Ben. So a very, very strong team that, well, they managed to win the group in the group of death with Arabia, Austria, and Finland. So do not underestimate them. So it could even be that if Austria is second in the playoff, they face England one again, and then they'll be up for revenge. So that could be quarterfinal. Then we have two other matchups in the quarterfinal as well. Two known features already. One is Holland versus Finland, and Holland has an extremely strong team. They're led by Yari, but they have Wesley, they have Brent, they have what else do they have? They have Prince Killer. And you even have 7 drivers, so there's not just very, very strong. They also have a big team, and yeah, even with maybe their slower drives on the grid, they'd still be able to win. They'll be facing Finland. Finland has a really good, strong team. I think Ticket is by far their best driver, but still some very, very fast guys. They have... Who do they have? Of course, they have Askelos, they have Petey, Valtteri, Tony, Elmanix, Winter, Travis. So a really strong team. And the winner of that matchup between Holland and Finland will be facing England 1 and the second one in playoffs. But there is one big matchup also in the quarterfinals, and it's England 3. And England 3 is a strong team with Billy and Stewart. Bordy, do they have? They have Late Jake, and they have Fox Blue. That's a good team. And they'll be facing, and this is where it becomes big, they'll be facing the Irish and the Scottish. Well, if there's one team that wants to beat the English, it's them. And that team is led by Ariel Jordan, of course. And they have Owen Dunn and Evan M representing Ireland. But they also have Benny D, they have Tyres Tursa and Matthew Mott representing the Scots. And wow, that's going to be a hot matchup. Hope to see that live, actually. But first, we are off to watch the playoff in a few minutes. I'm actually about to go to the lobby. Was that matchup? The invites for the race have been sent. So let's go to the invite. Accepted. Invite sent by Black Mamba. Will be hosting the race. Here we go. And we spectate. Alright, so one more time. We started with the playoffs. Well, we have Austria, East. No, am I correct? We have England 2. And of course, Spain and South Africa. First drives are appearing in the lobby. We see Black Mamba for Austria. Brand and Jalapeno Racing Ryan are there for England too. We have Simsy and Florian for Austria. We have Glebels, Dan Glebels for South Africa, Spain. And now let's go see who is in chat. Because guys, I want to hear your predictions. For those who watch me on the stream now, please tell me, who do you think is gonna advance? Oh, lots of people in here. We have Stuart, Billy, so Brent, Jalapeno. Brand is saying Austria to win. Well, if Austria wouldn't advance from this round, it would be a devastating loss for them. Spain and South Africa second. Yeah, I'm thinking the same. But who knows? The English have already upset the Germans, so who knows? Meanwhile, we wait a few minutes until everyone is in the lobby. And we start. Still a few drivers missing. Actually, quite a lot of drivers missing. As of right now, I only see 2 drivers for Spain and South Africa. Oh, here comes the third, the big man that is. Let's see, how much Austrians do we have right now? We have Black Mamba, we have Simsy, Danger. I think Simsy has the wrong livery, but still. Florian, Bosmots and Menlai Donkey. So the Austrians have 5 already, that's good. That already gives them an advantage on track. Well, England too is with Bren and Jalapeno Racing Ryan. That's only 3 for now. Oh, and the Spanish, they already come. Dan Glebels, we have Famrot Pre, we have Sal, we have the Big Man and the Hatless Kingdom. That's 5 for them as well. But if it's gonna stay like this, the English are already in trouble. Even before we started. Come on, England, where are your drivers? Oh, Simsy Zebra. Oh, whoa, why is everyone readying up? So, oh, we're starting. Oh my, England's in trouble. Imagine this is a playoff where you can get your country to the next round and you're not even showing up. Wow. Alright. Big handicap for the English. But who knows? You only need to beat one of the other teams. Okay, so once again, the qualifying format, it's not an 18-minute session, it's just one shot quali, one lap. Drivers will have to be quickly to select their setup. They can even change tires, but that won't be helping anything because it's free tire choice. Well, not a free tire choice, but there's only 10 drivers, so it won't really matter much. Oh, Billy's saying it's all about England 3. Well, Billy, we'll see about that if you race Scotland and Ireland later on. All right, here we go. A very, very, very short qualifying. And let's see, we're gonna try to follow the guy who is quickest so far. And ho. Sounded like Santa. It's Black Mamba so far, but Jalapeno off to a quick start. Now dropping to third. As oh no, back in second. Oh, dropping to P4 now. So apparently, Jalapeno had a very strong sector 1. Dropping a bit now to P5. But so far it's Black Mamba and Famro 3. And Savi running up now. So the Spanish are in second and third. Well, Boss Mutz, the second Austrian in fourth. Brennan and Jalapeno for P5 and 6 for the English. Oh, Simpson made a mistake. He's in last. Simpson made his long-awaited comeback into racing. That's the last time we've seen him on track. Was actually on round 1 of season 1, where he crashed out. But it's Black Mamba for the pole position for Austria. Oh, he'll be happy with that. Well done, Marco. 1:16.980. It's Savi for Spain and South Africa in second, sharing the front row. Game over. Oh, Marco. What do you want to say with that? Okay. The starting order. Black Mamba, Savi, Bosmats, Fambrupri. So we have 2 Spanish drivers on their home race on P2 and P4 and Fambrupri, even starting on the mediums. Then we have Florian, we have Bren, we have Hatless King, we have Jalapeno Pepper, we have Ryan for the Brits. So the Brits are in 6, 8, and 9. That would be 8, 12, 14 points. That would eliminate them. The big man, Danny Globus and Cincy Danger. Well, it's very clear that Spain and South Africa is being carried by the Spanish drivers. But that's not really unexpected. So now the drivers are choosing their setup. They only have not the setup, but their strategy basics. So how many fuel do you go? When do you pit? They only have 30 seconds. No, not much time. Yeah, that's the way to go in the chat. Some bit of rivalry there with the Dutch and the English. We like some trash talk as long as it doesn't get too dirty, or too mean. All right, formation lap. I have to say, the Spanish and South African cars do look great on track. Let's see that. Oh yeah, that looks really nice. And what do the British cars look like? Bit of racing green, if I'm correct. Very good. Yeah, yeah, seems like it. What is Simsy? Ah, Simsy. It should be bonus point for the other teams for being in the wrong colors. But great to see this phenomenal driver back on track. A driver who has won many championships in the past. But yeah, he's basically too busy with studying to be able to focus on sim racing. Nevertheless, the moment he read about a national team championship event, he immediately was the first to say, I want to join. So it's great to see him. Now we are lining up on the grid. Who's going to be having the best start? You don't want to take too much risk because if you DNF, aka not finish the race, you score 0 points. And it's all about points, scoring points for the team. Well, let's see who will be having the best start. Can you see the lights? Yeah, here they go. And off we go! Let's go to the front. Oh, I think it's a great start, Basavi. Oh, that's 3 wide going on to turn 1. Oh, no. The Austrians break way later. So it's Mama still taking the lead for Bosmas, Femmerbri, and Savi. We have Brent in 5th. Atlas King in 6th. So where is the first? Oh, the first Brit is in P4. That's not bad. But he needs to make sure he's ahead of the others. Oh, well, that's a good overtake there on Femrock Free, but he defends, takes the inside. Little bit of contact there, but seems to go all well. Having a look at this beautiful livery from Spain and South Africa. Oh! Men like donkeys out. Ali. It's a virtual safety car. Aye. Not seeing what really happened. But on the middle straight, it's Men like donkey losing the car and the Austrian is out. Aye. That's no points. Oh, and we have Savi pitting. Yeah, of course, it's a short race, and tire degradation is not very big, so some drivers will pit soon using... Oh, Florian gets a penalty for driving too quickly at the end of the pit lane. But Savi, Florian, Jalapeno Pepper, Simsy, and Ryan all pitting, trying to outsmart everyone else. Will it pay off, or is it too long to go on the mediums? Well, let's say the tires from everyone. So we have a top 7. We are racing again, by the way. It's virtual safety car is over. Well, let's go back to the front then. Is anyone able to, attack the leading Austrians? Well, Bosmats won't have to because it's his teammate, and he's actually benefiting from it if his teammate, like Mama, has a gap. And he just basically needs to hold off Brent, which won't be easy because here Brent comes. Oh, Bosmouth defending well. Brent on the outside. No. That's good defending. So Austria still in first and second. There's a gap forming behind P4, Headless King. Can't keep up with the top four. 2.5 seconds, and then he has, it's basically it's the three South Africans. Headless King, Big Man, and Levels. Then there's a 13.5 second gap to Savi, but everyone from P8 or lower has pitted. So where's the fight? The fight is the smallest gap has been between P2 and 3. Famra 3 seems to be struggling a little bit to keep up, but that's not weird as he's on a harder tire compound. Oh, we have a yellow. We have a yellow. Who's that? Oh, I think it was Simsy. Losing time there. Brent now really close. Once again to Bosmats. Of course, that's the fastest sector time. You want to attack. You want to overtake, but you can't take any risk, because if you do and it fails, you're out and you're basically eliminating not just yourself, but the team and the country. He's really close, so let's go on board with him. Uses ERS, DRS, looking on the inside, but not close enough. Jalapeno Pepper pitting again. I'm pretty sure Mats will be pushing his teammate Mamba. Come on, let's go. We need to go quicker. Oh, small mistake there by Brent. That loses him a bit of time and he won't be able to attack now. Gives Boss Mats a bit of breathing room. Closes the gap at the end, not straight. Brett takes a lot of risk there, using a lot of curb. Let's go a bit further down. Ooh. That was King. Behind his teammate while Simpsy posts fastest lap. On the hard tire. That's impressive, it just shows how quick he is. Question on chat, little back, okay, Tiku, why is there 13 drivers? Well, it's very easy. 2 drivers from England, 2 didn't show up. And I can tell you one thing. If you don't show up and didn't communicate about it to the team or the organization. Oh! The big man spins! aka the big mouth. If you, returns to track. Yep, no one there, so that's safe. You didn't show up for an event. Didn't communicate about it. Oh, hot tires there. You will be excluded from... Oh, spins again! Excluded from future events. Meanwhile, Black Mamba and Brent are pitting. Already leaving the pit lane. This gives the lead to Bosmos, and Famber is in second, while the big man is making mistake after mistake now, speeding in the pit lane. Ooh, Safi really close to Brent there. Brent, no, Savi pitted really early under the VSC. So virtually, this is P1, 2, and 3. depending on where Bosmots and Family will end up. Atlas King decides to pit in lap 6. This moves Black Mamba up to P4. Bosmots goes on for another lap. Brent is pushing and pushing. He's trying to close the gap to Mamba. He wants the maximum points because, very simple, it gives them the best chance to advance to the next round. There's nearly no ERS left. Oh, and takes so much risk, Brent, that he picks up the 3.3 second penalty. That might really hurt at the end. Alright, what is Bosmots doing? Is he pitting? Is he pitting? As he's nearly lapping a car. Yes, he is. What is Family? Family goes on, but that makes sense as he started on the mediums. Then Glebels is the next in line. What is he gonna do? Pitting as well. Right, this gives Mamba P2 again. Unless, no. He'll end up ahead of Bosmots. So there must have been some good hammer time from Mamba there. Oh, but look at that. Brent is ahead of Bosmots. Bosmots slips in just behind Brent and just ahead of Savi. So is there anyone who's keeping track of the points scored by all teams now? That is interesting, as everyone has pitted, so no one has to pit anymore. Oh no, I'm actually wrong. Well, there's a yellow flag. Family Pre has not pitted yet. Oh! Who's that? Oh, that was Savi! Oh, and that might hurt South Africa. And he has no front wing left. Oh, that may hurt South Africa and Spain. His teammate is leading, but still has to pit. He has to pit himself, and that could really ruin the chances of the team. And another moment there. Savi pitting. Yes, Prince Offshore currently winning. Yes. I understand that with Black Mamba and Bosmots up front, but for the rest. By the way, a bit anonymous, but Simsy pitting in lap 2 or 3, meanwhile very quietly has moved up to P5. Brent gets another penalty. Oh, I think he's taking too much risk to keep up with Black Mamba. And now here comes the interesting part, as the last driver to pit is pitting right now. From Rookie is in the pit lane. Where will he come out? The total gap, I think he's going to be in P4. Or will he even be behind Simsy? Where's Simsy? No. He ends up in P4. Yeah, and he's having fresh soft, so he should be quicker than the Austrian, but let's not forget we're talking about a multiple champion on the highest level here. Alright, so right now Austria in P1, P3 and P5, so that is 40 points. That is P5 is another 10, that is 50 points. Well, we don't even need to look at that. Florian picking up another 2, so let's see detail who has the fastest lap so far. Florian picks up pen. Fast lap from Black Mamba. But I can see Femro improving that on his fresh tires. Oh, here comes Bosmans first, of course. So it's an Austrian point. So that means 53 points for the Austrians right now. And let's say as Spain and South Africa, their best position, not looking at penalties right now, is Femro is 12 points. They have Dan Glebels, that's 8 points, that's 20 in total. Hatless King is 4, is 24, and the big man is 25. That's 2 extra points for an overtake of Hatless King and Racing Ryan. Because where are the Brits? The Brits have 15 with Bren, 4 with Racing Ryan, so that's 19. Yeah, and they only had 3 drivers in the race, so oof. They need a miracle, because one, they're short on points. They only have 2 drivers in the points, and Bren also has a boatload of penalties, so it's looking very bad for the English. So, as it stands right now, Austria would be Q1, and that would mean Q1. They would have to race Eastern Europe. And England 1 would have to race Spain and South Africa. But it ain't over till the fat lady sings. Not so much Brent, as he is really close to Bosmans here. And who knows if he puts a lot of pressure on Bosmans, what may happen. If Bosmans makes a mistake, it could totally alter the game. I'm being patiently waiting. Just scoring some good points. Hoping his South African teammates don't do what they usually do, and that's retiring. There's a big gap. The Peanut Pepper picking up a time penalty. My meta match as he's lost by a landslide and not even close to points. So but also, oh, here we go. We have a yellow. Who is it? Safety car? Wait. Oh, wait. Oh, Jalapeno Pepper is out. And he causes a safety car. Oh, boy. Well, even though there's only 2 English drivers left. Yeah, you see, there are people pitting. Even though there are only two left, Hello, Pios for Peppermint, my god, hear me. Retirement could actually help the team. And I can hear you thinking, why? Because your best driver has a lot of penalties, so it's not helping. No. But it could change the game. As in, perhaps if it gets closer and with a restart things can happen, people can hit each other, retire, be out of the race. His teammate will be on fresh tires, who knows, he may be moving up. But I'm actually surprised people pit it, as when the safety car goes in, there's probably only like 2 or 3 laps to go. Mamba has decided not to pit. Pri has decided not to pit. And of course, Pri has decided not to do so. He was on relatively fresh soft, so I think it's good that the Austrians split strategies. They keep the lead, but they have drivers in 3rd and 5th on fresh softs that can still attack if needed. But who knows what's going to happen. Someone is requesting to follow Den Glebels, aka Dengleballs. We got the squad represented. Wow. We're following him now. And I think if he could finish where he is now, or even a position higher due to Brent having time penalties, he's done a wonderful job, getting 8 or 10 points. Not sure if Atlas King made the right decision here by not pitting and staying out on mediums. Just like Jason said, it's from leading position. It's much harder to take the risk to pit in these circumstances. We've seen it actually in Abu Dhabi recently with Lewis Hamilton decided not to pit under a late safety car, afraid to lose the lead of the match, of the race. As a result, they still raced 1 lap to go, and the other guy behind him had fresh tires. We don't know how that ended. So, but the thing is, if he would have pitted there, Lewis, and Max didn't, and they didn't restart the race, he would have lost anyway. So, understandable choice. But back to this race, the playoff. And we have Mamba on the restart in the red and white 91 car representing Austria. Is he on the throttle? He's on the throttle. Now's the question, is Pri awake? He's on softer and fresher tires. But what's going to happen? What's going to happen? Who's going to take a risk? Oh, who's that? Pri and Berend in P3. Bosmot's not risking it. He's thinking, hey, the guy is 6 seconds. Even 4th, it's fine. We're through to the next round. That's all that matters. Land Grabbles, as you wish. P6. Dan Glebels is the GOAT, no debate. Yes, of course. If you look at the statistics, he's the GOAT in not finishing races. no doubt. Oh, what's happening here? Some position changes. Simsy overtaking his teammate. After a slow start, maybe he will be on the podium. As we come up to start-finish straight. 1 lap to go. And Black Mamba still leading. Let's look behind. Let's go on board here with Free, knowing he doesn't have to risk anything. Although Racing Ryan is getting some important points here. Moving up to P6. But those penalties for Brent, they are gonna hurt so bad. Because he'll be dropping P7 or 8. Brent, full pressure on Mamba. He did what he could. He did whatever he could, but Black Mamba is the winner of the race, and he defends the country with a lot of pride. Finland is classified in second, and Simsy completes the podium. Well done. That's 100% Austria through to the next round. Drivers of the day is Simsy after starting last and ending up on the podium. So let me go to the results. Well, we have Black Mamba celebrating here. Well done to him. But please tell Simsy to change the livery. And it's undoubtedly that Austria scores the most points in this match. And is I think I don't even have to calculate that South Africa and Spain is in second. Alright, let's go to the results. Mamba in first, Finland and Simsy Danger complete the podium. The third Austrian driver Bosmat in P4. That's a massive win. Racing Ryan recovers and finishes in fifth, 10 points for the Brits. Dangerballs Hatless King score valuable points from Spain and South Africa, and that gives him the second place and DTR through to the quarterfinals. Bren 4 points because of his penalties and an extra point for the Brits, so they're definitely out. Big Man 9, Savi in 10, Florian in 11, Jalapeno in 12, and Men Like Donkey did not finish. Neither did Jalapeno, by the way. So, alright, that is it for the playoff. Stay tuned, because we will be back in 10 to 15 minutes with the quarterfinals, and I'm not sure which match it's going to be. If you have any wishes for which match you want to see broadcasted, tell it in the Discord in the Nations Cup channel. Tell me, please. And those with a lot of mentions may be broadcasted. I'll be having a 5-minute break, and then I'll be back for the quarterfinals. See you then.